Alright, buddy. So, I was able to sit down and watch Peacemaker, finally. I figured I'd hop on here and let you know what I thought about the first 3 episodes. Peacemaker is a spinoff of The Suicide Squad. It is centered around John Cena's character, The Peacemaker, and James Gunn has come back to write and direct. I don't know if you've been here since The Suicide Squad, but I have a movie review if you want to know all my thoughts on it. But I remember watching it and thinking it was okay. It was a little much for me at times. Like the gore, not necessarily the gore, but like gore and then just raunchiness, nudity, stuff that I don't need in my superhero stuff. And that is carried over into this. This show is about the Peacemaker, who was presumed dead at the end of the Suicide Squad. And he wasn't. If you watch the post-credit scene, you find out that he did not die. So the thing is, he was in the hospital, and in this he wakes up and he leaves, but he's been sought out by a new branch of someone working under Amanda Waller. He's like, if you want to work off some time off your sentence, you're gonna have to help us kill some people on this new project called Project Butterfly. So he was wondering if he was gonna have to fight like a Mothra or something, which was not the case. And you get like the other side characters. You get like Amanda Waller's daughter, the blonde chick from the end of the Suicide Squad, the nerdy guy from the end of the Suicide Squad. And you get a new guy who's like a mercenary. I think they said his name was Merc. He's pretty cool. He's kind of like the leader of the team. And then you get Vigilante, who is one of Peacemaker's friends. He thinks he's his best friend. And you get to meet Peacemaker's dad, who is a horrible person. If you want to know my overall thoughts on the 3 episodes without going into a whole lot, I'm gonna say it was fine. I was not like really wowed by like too much other than the theme. The opening theme is amazing. All the music in the show is amazing. A lot of the comedy doesn't work for me. I think I've said this before. A lot of it is sexual comedy, and to me, that's just not my thing. A lot of it is like mature content. It's just like, really? That's what y'all are having to rely on for the comedy? To me, it's very, very vulgar. Like, I don't remember the Suicide Squad being that bad. It's like in this show, like every like other word is like an F-bomb or something very vulgar. I don't need that. All 3 episodes have a form of nudity in them too. And it's just one of those things like, I don't need that. Like, I don't know why it's needed. I guess it's just to say this is not a kid's show. And it's like, I mean, okay, fine. The story is very interesting. I'm very interested in where the story is going. You're getting some major character development for the Peacemaker. He's starting to question his morals about killing. The Suicide Squad, he talks about he'll kill anybody for peace. And it doesn't matter how many men, women, or children he has to kill to do so. And this, he's starting to rethink things. He's starting to rethink himself as a person. You ultimately, at the end of the 3rd episode, find out what Project Butterfly is. They're like these butterfly alien things that go inside a human, take the human as its host. And I don't know if they're totally under control of them, or if they're really just more like nesting inside them. But there's a dude who gets his face blown open, and you see like this butterfly creature emerge from it and fly off. That's when Peacemaker's like, oh, Project Butterfly. And then you see the screen with all the potential butterfly infested people, and it's like all over the world. I'm very interested in where it's going. I just kind of wish it wasn't as raunchy as it is. You can like, oh, you're just being a baby and all this, or like, it's like, yeah, but like, is it needed though? Like, that's one of my things. It's just like, there's a point where it's too much, and the show is like, it's a lot for me. But the action is good. The vigilante guy is very funny. He's more like a Deadpool-ish person, doesn't take himself too seriously. He's very overprotective of his secret identity, which is really funny. There's also some like alien tech going on. Peacemaker finds this thing and he touches it and it like forms into this disc looking thing, I guess. And then it wasn't elaborated on in the next episode. And there's some like obscure references. There's a reference to Batmite. I did not know who that was. I had to look it up, had to be told. Very, very obscure. They talk about Aquaman in a trashy way, disrespecting my man Jason Momoa. And they mention Bloodsport, the Weasel, Rick Flag. They mention Rick Flag a lot, which has to do with the Suicide Squad. Amanda Waller did make a cameo, so that was interesting. I will say I'm very interested. I'm going to continue watching it. That's my review on the Peacemaker first 3 episodes. I didn't go into the first 3 episodes because that would be forever. It'll be easier to review them in breakdown mode once they're just 1 episode a week. So, if you saw the Peacemaker, let me know what you think. I know a lot of people are just loving the heck out of it. Let me know what your favorite episode was so far. I think the 3rd one was definitely the best. And I'll see you next time.